Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Now bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch.
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crap.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Opposite.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Ready. 5'9".
Right there, 54 Mike.
36.
54 Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, Winston. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. Ready. Flag. Hey, I'm on the 50.
The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Third and long for Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? They used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Right there, 54 miles.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Yellow lady.
Mike, 45.
I got him.
45's the mic. Watch twist.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready. You ready? Mike 5-4. Now watch run. Check. Kill. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Oh, 80 weapon.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Get there.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Watch the screen. Ready, take.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
11. Check Mike 45.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Watching the ground. Get your swerve on. Easy. Go. Mike, 55.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
There they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Ready? 125. Good track.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hatch it. Let's keep bringing it. Bring it, man.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Breeze. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yellow lady. 51.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready. 5-9. 45. 45. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Breeze now to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
On 1st down, Breeze. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half. And the rush coming, and he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, he sets up the screen to Jones. Giving three on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Ready? Blue ready.
You ain't doing nothing, though. You ain't.
First down, Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play fake. Winston. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Jameis again. Now he's flushed out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston, throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Jameis now on first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go, fellas.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
We play to win. Let's go. Ready.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
21. Hey, line 7.
Check right 54. Line 54.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Flip it.
On play action, Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 check.
Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Breeze now. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike, 45. Let's go, D.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to let this one. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Keith Kirkwood, 89 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston now. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
At the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching his team in a huge way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
47 is the mic. Wait. Let's go.
Here's Winston. That's caught by Howard. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ready, black 25.
47. Wild field.
Easy. Flip it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again with Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Ready, blue ready. Get that quarterback. Easy. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston. This is caught. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
He's crossing. He's checking.
5 on 50.
Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Watch QB drop. Let's go.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one on second down. Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Ready. 5-8. Guilt trip in. Kill. Guilt trip is here.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
54 is Mike. 13. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun on third down, Brees. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Run it. Rush in.
They'll go again to Jones. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready. White 25. Mark 27. Cover.
On third down, here's Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Hey, ready. Blue ready. Watch it, Hey, alert 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. Blue ready. Right there in the middle. 55. You run. Easy. Green, 17. Mike, 55. 65. Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance And now it's third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On third down, Winston. They'll roll him out right and avoids the contact by sliding. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's James. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Opposite.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Buccaneers' 44-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's our time. It's our time. Hey, kill.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he finds Howard complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. What's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Saints 48.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Back to the
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Winston now from the 50. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come on, QB, come on.
Back to throw, Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch one. Focus, defense. Wait. Easy. Hey, let's get that home. So Michael, go. You don't know no better.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Check nickel. Wait, 5 on the 50. Check, 43, 17. Watch twist.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Ready. Who ready? 47 is the mic. I got it.
Spawn. No.
Wait.
Wait.
There we go.
Mike's 40.
On second down, it's Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Ready? Black, what you got?
You got nothing left.
Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin shedding the tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Ready? White 25.
Check, 47.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Flip.
Now Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
Now Winston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
A gain of 15. First down, Buccaneers.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And the kick is good. Graham Gano connects as time expires. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Buccaneers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the